Hey fellow agents, this is Agent Smith and we are going to be playing some Ripper. So, in the last episode we had trouble trying to get everything to work properly because I was using an emulator, even though I actually physically own, you can't see it because it's green, I physically own copies of this, though, the actual Ripper game and stuff, so, and the discs and everything, so although my green screen effects are causing shit to disappear on it, I had to set this up to use it this way because apparently I was having issues. I'm sure there's other people, if you're looking for it and you're trying it out, you can probably find it. My abandonwares, stuff like that, places like that. So, because these are old titles that haven't been redone, they hold up as you can see. So let's go ahead and pop in disc 2, which is right where we left off. You know, it took me almost an hour and a half of finagling. Oh, I gotta find my disc tray. There it is. Stick it in. There we go. Just to be able to get going forward. But now that I have the legit stuff, there's no issue. So it's very strange. So let's jump back into it. We were headed to our offices at the newspaper. And here we are. The intention being that I was going to get or find her paperwork. So let's see. Take a look around. The city editor. Let's go talk to our boss first. I see him in there. Kinda. My screen is so much darker than your guys's. Alright. Good morning, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
How's Katherine today?
No change.
Damn. This guy's the devil himself.
I don't know who was breathing into the microphone when they were recording this, but that was not me.
Ben, you know this cop Magnata?
Typical new breed cop. One of those guys started arresting people in volume when cops started collecting bonuses. He's been more aggressive than most.
Yeah, that's common knowledge, but what's his story?
He's killed 6 people in the line of duty, some under questionable circumstances.
Damn.
He's
How the
bad
fuck
news.
is he a cop?
I wouldn't mess with him, Quinlan.
Okay, I agree. So this is Rhys-Davies if you haven't, or Ossie-Davies if you haven't, recognized the voice or his look and everything. He's an older actor who's done quite a bit of stuff in his lifetime. I think he's no longer with us anymore. Let me take a look. Gotta pull up my information that I have for all the different people out there. Speaking of which, as of the recording of this, a rip to Sean Connery, who died yesterday, I believe it was. No, 2 days ago. On Halloween. Which is sad. Rhys-Davies, excuse me. So he's done a bunch of stuff in the history. He's known for Do the Right Thing and The Client, Grumpy Old Men, and Bubba Hotep. I think I might have mentioned it before. He basically, and Bubba Hotep was my favorite one because that one also has Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell playing the supposedly real Elvis in an old folks home, and Rhys-Davies playing the real JFK. And they have to fight a mummy. So it's craziness. And the idea being that Bruce Campbell is the real Elvis, but the person who died when Elvis passed was a stunt double, so he can get away from his own work, while Rhys-Davies' character is JFK and supposed to be the real one, as when the assassination happened, it wasn't really him, but because it was so public, they couldn't cover it up, so they used some methods to change his race and look, so that way he could continue to live his life in peace, or something like that. Maybe he wanted out. I forget the exact details, but nonetheless, he passed 15 years ago in 2005, Rhys-Davies. But yeah, his voice is recognizable for kindly old man, African American man voice. But he's been in stuff like Malcolm X and a lot of work with Spike Lee. But yeah, Night Gallery, Bonanza, the original Fugitive, the Fugitive TV series. So, anyhow, let's get back to the story. I just like to account for some of these actors sometimes.
Didn't we run anything on this Wofford murder?
Yep.
Running
Cyber
off disk
architects.
takes a little longer.
They live near the old Central Park. Somebody put a bullet in Hamilton Wofford's head. Cops don't have a motive yet. They probably had a lot of money stashed away in that cottage, but there's no evidence of a robbery.
I'll have to check that out.
You ever hear of a Joey Falconetti, Ben?
No, the name sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't quite place it.
Okay. Anything else? I like to see there. Leave me alone.
Time's just breathing down our back on this story. Get to work.
Alrighty. Fine. Well, I guess I can only come in and out of his office. He's only here for conversation purpose. So, let's take a look around. We gotta find Catherine's desk, because we should be able to find some information. She should have her own office somewhere. It'd probably be a good idea to check my own out as well. So that was that. And turning goes that way. These old 3D environment games in first person like this leave a little bit to be desired on your capability for movement. Like, you think you can go everywhere and do everything, but sometimes not so much. The virtual herald. It's pretty much how news is now. What's this thing? Somebody's whack. No, it's a calculator. It's just a calculator, right? Oh, turn it on. And if you turn it upside down, it says boobs. I'm sure that's a puzzle. Everything is a puzzle.
Catherine's address file. As good a place to find a clue as any.
George Rhodes, PFB officer. Loan officer. What's she calling that? I'm gonna write that number down. I really need to bring paper into my space. Well, actually, I do have some right here. I also need a better pen. PFB loan officer. Just in case I have to make phone calls. George Rhodes. Although the chances are this guy has no relevance whatsoever. 487-3079. Joho Wendell. Source for the 717 story. Wonder if I just click through. There we go. Iris Steele at Hudak Entkawiyaki Marchok. That is a weird ass address. She has a couple of phones. Legal department appointment. Draw will insurance. Lou Brannon, the Soho Courts, needs to check recent leads with. Rachel Mold. Boy, that looks like oh, I forget her name. She used to be on the dark-haired daughter that was on Roseanne. I can't think of her name right now. Regarding Chavez Naping lead. Okay. Soaps Smoke Canal Street. Soap Lady. That's JJ Walker. Dynamite. I can recognize his face. Forward dimensions for bugs. Need to check hacker contacts. So he obviously does more than smoke, regular smoke. Alright, I guess I'll write down all these numbers real quick. Well, I have my... Can I? I can't. Okay, I'm going to write my stuff down real quick. In just a moment, I'll be right back. Okay, so I went back and picked all the numbers up and threw them in my my Rolodex, my whack. So that way I'd be able to find any information I need within it. So, let's back out of here and continue taking a look around at all this stuff. I guess I'm just gonna turn because there's nothing else to touch here. That's what you call it? I feel like the phone number for Soap Beatty, his cell phone number, means something else. It's got letters in it. I've never seen anything done like that for a number in the first 3 or 4. I don't know if I have to figure out what that's supposed to mean. But let's go ahead and take a look at this desk.
A computer with a deck port. Can never have too many of those.
Let's see. Well, I can deck in, whatever you want to call it. Virtual operating system.
Exit cyberspace.
Holy shit, okay. The internet is creepy. Am I supposed to click something to stop
Virtual
this?
library.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, hey, that's perfect. Let's go into the virtual library and take a look and see what that information was that was last seen. Hopefully I can pull up my whack while I'm in here.
I could use some help here. You're a human presence, I assume.
Everyone at a service desk is. The library doesn't use smart sprites for public interface. You don't read much, do you?
Okay. Yes, the first victim in the beginning of the first episode.
Did you see a woman named Renee Stein recently?
Records place her here, but she didn't check anything out, and I don't remember seeing her.
Okay.
Have the cops talked to you?
They asked questions, but I couldn't tell them much. They copied all the files from the Victorian root directory and ordered us not to alter the file structures until the case is solved.
So any clues left from the day Stein was killed would still be here?
Guess so. I sure didn't take them.
Okay. I'm probably gonna have to exit because I don't recall exactly what it was. Ooh, boy. Virtual internet, some crazy shit.
A note with some call numbers on it. Could Renee Stein have left this here?
Oh, I thought I was gonna have to write that shit down too.
Can you help me with this call number?
I'm sorry. This is not a valid call number. It appears Stein altered the reference matrix, but an unknown book was distributed. If you could unscramble the call number, I could help you.
Unscramble it. Prior period distribution list. Physical deletion uncompleted. Held over on police investigation. Authorization code. Rhys. At NYPL 774. Sorry, I'm thinking at the same time. Are you gonna at? There's some crazy fucking addresses in here, man. Who's Sparks? Sparks at trigger 4202 is the same at that R. Stein has. Interesting. A, B, bracket, at, no, I, A, I, D, +1. 18. Might have to exit. The first 2 might be fine. But the rest of it might be some sort of mathematical thing. The at might not have anything to do with it. Might have to take a look into a computer, what you call it for it. So, I had to take some information around to get small hints as I go. And they're like, this is This code's going to look exactly like the rest of those type of things on there, so the deciphering isn't too crazy. Now, one thing is, not only was trigger point 4202, I was not wrong in looking at that one, because this guy is also looking up Victorian costumes. She's looking up Victorian books from our notes that we had in our computer at home, which means that the first two letters have to be HC. At least. The format for all of this stuff is 4 numbers and a letter. After 2 letters, 4 numbers, and a letter. So the stuff in the bracket has to be the numbers. And the last 2 numbers there outside of the brackets are probably a reference to a letter. So that's the 18th letter of the alphabet is what I'm guessing it's going to be. That will be R. Just had to count them out of my head because I'm like, where are we at? So the last is R. So the last part of it is no IAD, no IAD, no EIAD, no ID, no IAID, no IAID. .2020 vision, that's a number in reference to eyes. So just try that. +1 would be 2021 2021 R.
Wait, Quinlan, that's a valid call number. I'll get the book.
The audio glitches in here.
Right, a book about the original Jack the Ripper. Can't be a coincidence.
The internet is super violent.
Use this. But what does it mean?
Interesting. Well, there you go. I guess that was supposed to be easy. How do I exit?
All I can do for you is recommend something to read, Quinlan. How about mailers email to myself? I'm not sure what the point of it is, but it's really long.
How do I exit the internet? Oh, escape. Ha! It's virtual like I'm using. Okay, I'll remember that. I'm assuming if I come in here more often...
Virtual Herald.
Okay, let's check into the Virtual Herald and see what we got at our own place. Yeah. How many times do I gotta click to say I want to go in? Public access. The latest news and information where you are, when you are, wherever you are in cyberspace. Okay, we'll start with the 16th. Gutted. 17 exclusive pictures of crime scenes. Murder in the Bowery. Of course, dry cleaner's torso ripped. Worst I've ever seen, says Detective Magnata. Oh, I can actually pull it up. Mama made me do it. One man's story. Interview with the youngest astronaut in history. Well, no wonder they don't like my stuff. This Virtual Herald looks like a fucking tabloid. Plus top 10 virtual websites. Psychic Madam Wanda gives warning. Okay, this one. Mayor proposes curfew. Council says no. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea, though. More shocking photos. Ripper strikes in Soho. Police faced with vicious serial killer. And how I made a fortune selling bagels. Are these cyber criminals, or modern day Robin Hoods? And the 18th, which is my girl. Somehow, somebody got a nice snap of her running for, or Renee Sign, excuse me, somebody got a snap of her running away. This kind of makes it look like it might have been, for that opening sequence, it might have been like one of us, in my logic. But movie logic states that just because it's a shot from a scene of a perspective from somebody chasing her does not necessarily mean that it's them. Anyway, Mahler Microsystems ITC merger. This is one sick mother, says Magnata. Victim number 3, Renee Stein, mangled in her apartment. Neighbors unaware of struggle. Danny's still got it. Danny Elfman. I can't read what that says. Is back. Is BC3K ready yet? More delays. I wonder what that is. Okay. Well, that's that. I don't have anything else here, so let's escape out of this one. I mean, if the internet was like this, it would be cool, but having to go all VR just to look around the internet would be something.
Exit cyberspace.
Gladly. This place is a fucking crazy-ass world. Thank you, sir. I don't ever want to do that again. Let's see. Rotate to this computer. There we go. What do we got? Note on the desk here. Jake, if anything should happen to me, look to the crystals and let the light shine your way. Ah, fuck me. So we gotta do that shit. Don't want to do that puzzle, but I guess we'll have to. Okay, what else do we have in this office? Looks like we'll be going to her apartment next then. So I wasn't wrong going there in the first place because it was going to lead me that way anyway. Restrooms, extra offices. Nope, we're going up top here. Okay. Like, where does this go? My desk? No. Yes. There's nothing here. Whoever's supposed to be here isn't here right now, obviously. I think that ends all of the spaces I can actually look into while I'm here. So, let's go. Excuse me. Let's jump to the map and head to Catherine's apartment. And get disc 1 back in. Disc swapping goodness. Did that just break the whole game? There it goes. Man, okay. I thought I froze the game up. So I'm not sure what to look in here. There's really not much to look at. There's the poster behind me. There's that beeping that's really fucking getting to me. I've still got to figure out what that's about. I think that's where I'm going to find what I need. This poster has this, and it's just simply to look at this cane. We've got this. I've already got notes about Jay Dorset and this light cane. So there wasn't anything from that. We can't really get on our computer. This and then the poster on the end are the only other things that we can really fiddle with. And of course that weird the stones that she told us to look at. So love Jake. Maybe it has to do with maybe it does have to do with the two. Her birthday is February 25th. Or excuse me, well, that's the day we have written on there. So we'll assume her birthday is February 25th, which is going to be a Pisces 12th symbol. That is a weird star pattern. I'm going to have to draw out. I'm trying to duplicate the pattern on a piece of paper. Alright, let's go try it. There's got to be, it has to do with this. It's the only thing that makes sense. With shapes, symbols, or anything like that. I wouldn't have ever really thought to mess with this, but that's just, I don't know. Something about it makes sense to me, so. Boom, boom, boom. I wonder if there's like a specific to the type of stones I use. Or does it matter? Okay, that one's already set. So let's say here. And then there. We'll go up to up to here. Nope, that's not right. Guess if that's the first one, we gotta go like there. And this one's pretty much straight across. Maybe up one. Not perfect, but you know, whatever. I know that's the shape it is. It goes across and it comes across again. This could be down here, which would then bring everything kind of like together. In which case, these may be... I don't even know how it's supposed to go. This is the fucking shape, though. It's this. It goes around this and it prongs out at the end. How specific they're gonna want to be, I don't know. Ah, Jesus. Just burn a hole in her books, why don't you? Okay. So there we go. That was that puzzle. It just took a minute. You have to grid the thing out and kind of fiddle with it enough until you get the image. I was putting it sideways, and it should have been more of an angle. That was my bad. That was my own fault. Fiddled with it. Puzzle solved. Very annoying. And now we can zoom in to take a look. At her horoscope. Or is her password horoscope? Can I get on her computer now? Is that what that means? Alright, well, there doesn't seem to be anything I can fiddle with on this computer, so I'm going to add in, I'm going to keep this phone section where it's at, and add in Catherine's password. I'm assuming the word horoscope is just all I need. I guess this will get me into something somewhere. Horoscope. Maybe horoscopes. Put a little parentheses S here just in case. I think it's horoscope singular. Anyway, alright. Well, that covers all of that stuff, so I guess our next bet is to start checking stuff out. So one of our leads would be probably to go to the places that she's had in her book, and we actually have a few. We also need to check out Café du Champ, which I haven't been to. But Café du Champ, Soap Smoke Shop has been a house has been added, which is one of them, and Wofford Cottage. These were the last two things she was on. Café du Champ, I don't think I need, but we'll check it out and see what it is. Either way, we will be going to those locations, and we're going to do that all in the next episode. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I'll probably tell you in 5 seconds at the end of this thing anyway. But either way, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode of Ripper. Have a great day.
Oh, hey! I see that you guys are done with this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, you can see another one over here on the right hand side. And of course, we've also got one on the left as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.